Alright, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Dave Plays on the Minecraft server. I'm back with Optifine this time. Work's been crazy. That's where I've been, in case anybody's wondering. But today, we are going to start on the house. As you can see, I've already put up a privacy fence. I guess that's what I'm going to call it. And, yeah, I think... I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. I was thinking about putting in a roof above the fence, but I'm not quite sure. Hold on. Take a quick detour here. Obviously I missed a spot. Oh no, wait, never mind. No, I didn't. Every single one of those walls has a space like that. Alright. Yeah. I've been out a lot. Been pretty busy at work, actually, and when I'm not busy at work, usually I'm off visiting my girlfriend. So, yes, I regularly ditch you guys for my girlfriend. Anyways, yeah. The torches are a little messed up right now because of creeper damage, but we'll see. I like my bed. It's inside of here. Yeah. Well, let's see, what do I have with me? Couple stacks of stone. Yes, should go ahead and lay out a foundation. I think I'm gonna make an L-shaped house. Well, no, everybody's got an L-shaped house. I'm going to build a very small scale fortress. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I've just decided this. So the inside wall is going to start here, or the outside wall, my bad. And the inside wall will start, let's see, this is 1, 2, 3. So this will give us 2 blocks in between. It's going to be kind of an ugly structure, though. But I do really want the wall. I want to be able to hide what I'm doing. So that's actually what we're going to do, is we're going to put up a wall right here, just like I was talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and lay out the foundation, and once I get done with that, I'm going to get right back with you guys. So hang tight. Alright, so looking at the foundations now, each of these 4 buildings, actually, I feel like I should make the wall 3 wide. Put the wall 3 wide. I'll move it out to here. It feels really big, though. I guess there's enough room inside the area for that. Plus, I think that's what I will do. And I'm going to put a line of torches inside of here, so that this gets lit up. So hold on, I am going to be right back. I'm going to go move all the little bits. So see you guys in just a second. Alright, so I've now gotten the rest of the foundations laid out. It's going to be a 3 wide little area. I'm probably going to actually use this as some sort of interior hallway, which I think will be kind of exciting. But yeah, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and start laying down the walls. My plan is to use, I have some on me. My plan is to use these. And basically we're just going to run these on down. All block-like and whatnot. And then eventually it's going to build up high enough that I'm going to stagger out. Battlements of sort, and that'll be when it's up high enough that it'll be difficult to see into it. It'll be hard to see into the house anyways, because I'm going to have this privacy fence up the entire time, which I feel like was a pretty good idea, safe from prying eyes. But I'm going to build this, and then I think you can stack doors if I'm right. Let's see, do I have any doors laying around? I have one, which is I only have one. Alright, so I wonder if you can stack doors. I feel like you can. And if you can, I'm gonna make a giant gateway type thing. If not, then it'll just be a set of double doors or something. I really hope you can, though. Tricky, but I do believe I can manage. Oh, you can't stack doors. So I guess... Let me think here. How do you make... Alright, I gotta be right back. I gotta check on the recipe for a couple things, and I'll get back with you guys. I have another plan, though. Alright, I'm back, and we're gonna go ahead and drop some of this stuff off. Basically my plan is, well, it's almost midnight tonight, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some initial testing, and then tomorrow, Lord willing, after work, I'm going to come in and sit down and build the house, because I've been putting it off same way I put off the other house, and it's just not healthy. So, alright, that's how you make one of those. So yeah, by the time this video comes out, the server's already up, but Good has created a fan server that I will also be playing on once the actual Minecraft server gets updated to 1.9 pre-release 4, which will be pretty soon. Right, so, put one there. I really hope you can stack these. Oh, sweet, you can. And you can just walk right through it. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. And so then what it's gonna do is basically gonna have these. And you're just gonna walk right through it. And that'll be the door. And it'll match in with a, well, that'll match up with some fencing that I'm gonna use for, I forget what the part is that slides down. Oh, I'm making hand motions like you guys can see it, but it's you guys know what it is, I'm sure. So that is the plan. I think this wall should look pretty good. I'd like to. I'm gonna, before Good migrates the server, I'm gonna make a ton of stairs out of these, and I hope to have probably 2 stacks each of the. I want 2 stacks of the cracked stone and 2 stacks of the mossy stone. So that's something else I'm going to want to do tomorrow. And that way I have those, because Notch is going to change it to where you can't get those blocks anymore. So that's what I'm going to be concentrating on doing. Ignore that sound. That is people in chat talking to me. Chat has exploded ever since Good announced the fan server. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I'm going to go ahead and record the building of the castle. I hope you guys will enjoy it. So, building the castle will probably commence here pretty soon. So, see you guys in a second. welcome back. I just had a stroke of brilliant genius. I was thinking, oh man, because, the way I built the house, I realized I really kind of wanted a moat, but there's no good way to put a moat in. And so I realized what I'm going to do is that whole inside part of the wall is going to be a moat. And, yeah, it's going to be awesome. There we are. There we go. But the whole inside of in between the walls is going to be a moat on the inside, and then that'll be pretty awesome. It'll be my indoor moat. Yeah, that was just, I wanted to stop and share that plan with you guys. Yeah, well, there goes my chat again. It's just absolutely exploded. So, anyways, yeah, about the chat too. I'm on chat pretty much 24/7. Anytime I am in my room or on my computer or near it, I can hear it when somebody says my name. So if you want to contact me, ask any questions, something silly like that, you can just get on. You can get on the chat. Speak to real Minecraft players. Some interesting people on there. There's this guy Lucas C666. He's interesting. We give him a hard time. He's really not that bad most days. Yeah, so. Anyways, I'm going to go back to speeding this footage up, and that way we can just keep on rolling. Keep on trucking. Look at that. Just enough to finish 3 layers of the wall. Well. Excuse me. I was going to try and pause the video just like Jude does, because he's all like Master Pro at it, but it didn't quite happen. So, yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to hop out, go ahead and keep building this wall up until I feel that it's tall enough, and I will see you guys in a bit. Also, a real quick side note, I am actually about to put in the doors for over here. They're not going to be double doors, especially not like wired double doors yet. I will save that project for another date and time. They are going to be, though, is... Everybody's all ranting and raving about having the new doors put on the inside. I personally like them on the outside. I don't know what it is about that, but something about that just makes me feel better about my doors. Yeah. I really kind of wanted to make the castle out of dirt, but I'm going to save that project for after we migrate to 1.9, whenever that is. And I'm actually going to build, I think, a dirt castle. Yeah. That'll be exciting. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go back to speeding all this footage up, because nobody really likes to listen to me talk. Just kidding. I'm awesome. True story. Actually, I think I'm rant and ramble for a minute. Let me see. Oh, work. Work has been interesting. I don't know if I've told you guys, but I am actually a tire technician at a auto service center. And recently, as in yesterday, I had this guy come in with a Volkswagen Beetle with 20-inch rims on it. Now, a Volkswagen Beetle comes stock with, I think, 16 or 17-inch rims. And so basically, he's got these big rims on it and these teeny tiny tires on it. And the guy like walks up to me, and I'm in the shop, and he pulls his car up in front of one of the bays that we pull cars into to work on them, and just pulls it up and stops there and gets out and says, "Somebody put air in my tires." And so I was like, whatever. So I go over to put air in his tire, notice that it's a low profile tire. There's like maybe 1.5 inches of tire tops. And he's like, "I need air put in my tires because my hand pump at home is broken." So I'm like, whatever. I'll put air in this guy's tires for him. And so I started working on it, and I hooked the air machine up and pulled the trigger on it, and no air went into the tires. They just stayed the same. And so I was like, "Well, sir, it's not taking air." So he says, "Well, give me that. You're doing it wrong." Well, keep in mind, this is an $80 air gauge that one of the other guys at my work uses. So it's not like I can just hand it over to him and let him use it. I mean, one, it's not even mine, and two, there's no way they'd pay for it even if they broke it. And And so I'm like, not a chance. And so he's like, whatever. You must be doing it wrong. Get somebody else to do it. I said, I'm doing it just fine. Your problem is you have low profile tires, and they break easily. Most likely it's just come unseated. We got to pull the wheel off and take a look at it. And so he gets all mad and says, I don't want to pull the wheel off. Last time they had to pull the wheel off, they had to change the entire tire because they had it mounted the wrong direction, because it was a directional tire meant to rotate only in one direction. They had it going backwards. And so he got all really ticked off about that and started, kept carrying on, hollering, screaming, and whatnot. And so, finally I was like, well, we can't do anything while the tire's on the car, because whatever's wrong with it is on the other side of the tire by the car. So he says, well, fine, whatever, pull it in the shop. Well, I mean, you can't pull it in without somebody up front knowing the car's in the shop. If it falls off the lift or anything like that, then you're liable for it. And so he just keeps going on and on about how he wants it done right then, right now. And so finally, I convince him to go up to the front and get a ticket put in for it, and ignore that. And he just he's like, all right, whatever. So he gets up and leaves. And keep in mind, this entire time, I've been waiting for him to move that car so that one of my coworkers could pull a car in to work on it. And I mean, we got a ton of cars waiting to be pulled into the shop. And so he leaves it there. And so one of my other coworkers goes up and is like, we need to move this car. And so he starts walking past it. And apparently somebody else had told the guy's wife that they needed to move the car. And so she runs up, starts freaking out. No, don't touch it. I'll move it. I'll move it. So, we're just like, all right, we'll let her move it. And she's like, well, what's wrong with it? And she just starts talking. And so we let her know what's wrong with it. And she gets all ticked off. She's like, well, I don't want to buy another tire for these. These tires are way expensive. And, I'm really mad if the rim is messed up. And she starts hollering and cursing too. And it's like, sure enough, the rim's messed up again. And she kept hollering on and on about it. It got so annoying. And she's just cursing at us and cursing the rim and F this, F that. It's just, the entire situation was out of control. And I left soon afterwards. I was already off the clock, and I was just hanging out with some of the guys at work. And yeah, it was out of control. It was absolutely crazy. So it was a little bit of an adventure. And then yeah, that's about the most interesting thing that's probably happened while I was working there. Except this one guy threatened to come in, and he kept going on about how he was actually gonna come in, and he called it having words with the manager. He's like, I'm gonna come in and we're gonna have words, because he didn't want to pay for some rim repair or something like that. And so my manager's like, that's fine, you can come in and have words. And the guy's like, well, I don't think you understand me. What I'm saying is, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna kick your ass. And it was funny. And he came in and he yelled at one of the general managers that happened to be in the store that day for like 20 minutes about how he wanted this rim fixed. Or how he didn't want this rim fixed to begin with, and how we'd done unauthorized repairs and all this stuff. And really, of course, it was this guy's fault, because he didn't answer his phone when we called. We didn't know what we were supposed to do with it. Actually, that's not quite right. The last instructions he gave us were to repair the rim. And so we did, and it was like a $250 repair, and he didn't want to pay any of it. He did not want anything to do with paying for that. So, naturally, my manager was not happy at all. So, yeah. Alright. It's about nighttime, so let's go ahead and hop to bed. Man, chat is just blowing up. We've got 25 people in chat. Nah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, minus 2 bots. We got 7 operators in the channel, including me. So, yeah, that's what's going on with that. I like these doors. I like that privacy fence too. They're not going to be able to find the way in to begin with. So, yeah. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I'm helping Packrat actually troubleshoot some stuff going on with his drive. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do the little Dulima bits. I don't even know what they're called. Somebody knows what they're called. The little bits that stick up on the wall. I'm trying to decide how high I want it. At this height, it's really kind of a mini castle. So really, I think I'm going to build it up. I think 2 more layers, and it should be good. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah. I've been trying to organize a Race for the Wool Minecraft series, but I haven't really been able to garner much interest in it yet. So, but I would love to do a Race for the Wool centered around the Minecraft community, meaning obviously the people on the server and a few people from chat. I wouldn't be able to guarantee any because, you know, I don't have resources to host the servers and stuff like that. But yeah. Other news. I might actually be starting another series with one of my friends. You guys would know him from earlier when we were still in Season 1 of In Search of Diamonds. Rufus ESM31, one of my best friends. We might actually be starting a super hostile series. We're probably gonna play through one of the maps. Maybe. I'll probably record the first few minutes of it, and if it's pretty good, I'll upload it. If not, then you guys are out of luck. Yeah. I know I'm gonna get flamed for, oh, you're just copying Good and BOO, but really, I play Minecraft with Rufus to begin with, and you know, screw you guys. Second of all, I guess. People on the internet are jerks. That's just one of the things I've come to realize. Is when it comes to people on the internet, they can be real jerks. I mean, just I don't understand why people are such jerks on the internet. Yeah. Well, at this point, I'm running out of things to say, so I'm going to go back to recording and speeding it up. And yeah, I will be back with you guys with words later. Have words. That's right. See you guys in a minute. towards nighttime, so we're gonna go ahead and hop into bed, which is now conveniently inside the house. I figured it was about time for a status update. What I've done is I've gone ahead and built the outside wall. I'm beginning construction on the inside wall, which is starting to look pretty good. I need to really quick though hollow this out. I've had a few ideas for the castle actually. I'm thinking there is a pretty good amount of space in here. It's not as big once you put the inside wall in, but well, say it is a little bit too small to do what I wanted to. Never mind. I was gonna build an entire little city on the inside, but it's looking to be a little less possible than I would have liked. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this section here. I'm torn because I really want to make this a moat, but at the same time I also want to have actual like battlements, or not battlements, towers on the corners for me to like shoot at people. Towers will likely extend up. I'll probably tear down the privacy fence once I finish this, and I'll actually hang vines around the center in here somewhere or something like that, because I like the way that looks, but it's just not going to be practical for the rest of the house. So once I finish the initial construction of the castle, I'll have to do that. Problem is, I've been working on this for about an hour and a half now, so I am actually going to call it quits here for the night here pretty soon. Starting to take pretty good shape though, and I'll see what I can throw together, video wise. Maybe tomorrow evening I can upload something while I'm working on this. My internet's not extra crappy, so I can actually play video games, and I can actually play online and upload videos at the same time. So yeah, but that's about where we're at now, and yeah. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Dave Builds, and we will come back to the castle here pretty soon.